The ground beneath your feet feels permanent until the moment it betrays you. Sinkholes don't announce themselves. They don't warn. In seconds, solid earth can become a trap with no escape, turning ordinary routines into scenes of irreversible horror. A sinkhole forms when water silently eats away at the rock beneath the surface, hollowing out the ground until it can no longer support its own weight. When collapse finally comes, it is sudden and violent. The earth caves inward, dragging everything above it down into darkness. Escaping a large sinkhole is nearly impossible. After the initial collapse, the ground continues to sink and churn, behaving less like soil and more like liquid. Climbing out offers no hope. The walls are slick, loose, and constantly collapsing. Once you fall in, the ground keeps pulling you deeper. Most sinkholes develop slowly, revealing warning signs like cracks in pavement or sagging earth. But on rare occasions, they strike without notice. In Russia's freezing winters, cities rely on underground pipes that carry scalding hot water to keep buildings alive against the cold. On November 19, 2019, in the city of Penza, one of those pipes ruptured beneath a car park. Thousands of gallons of boiling water flooded the soil below, silently eroding the ground above it. Steam began rising through the pavement. People noticed, but dismissed it. Minutes later, 49-year-old Vladimir Volyolkin entered the car park with his colleague, 53-year-old Igor Chikassov. The two men worked together at a furniture store and were heading home, unaware that the ground beneath them was already dying. Another vehicle drove over the steaming pavement ahead of them. Nothing happened. No cracks, no collapse. Then Vladimir followed. The moment their tires touched the weakened section, the ground gave way. The pavement folded inward, flipping the car forward and dropping it nearly 10 meters into the earth. The vehicle landed upside down inside a rapidly expanding sinkhole, one that was filling with boiling water. The doors were pinned shut by the collapsing walls. The windows couldn't open. Trapped, the men tore off their seatbelts, twisted themselves upright, and began kicking the windshield, screaming for help. Above them, people rushed to the edge and froze. The hull was a cauldron. Steam roared upward. The water level climbed relentlessly. Anyone who jumped in would die instantly. The men kept fighting as the scalding water poured into the cabin. Then, suddenly, the screams stopped. Seconds later, the car disappeared beneath the boiling surface, swallowed completely by the earth. Rescue never had a chance. The water company that owned the ruptured pipe was not criminally charged, but later offered compensation to both families and paid for funeral expenses. No amount of money, however, could undo the final moments of terror beneath that parking lot. Disasters don't always fall from the sky. They rise from beneath us. This tragedy is a reminder that ignored warning signs and aging infrastructure can become silent killers. The ground we trust every day is only as safe as the systems hidden below it.
Narrativia, where words weaves wonders.
Like, share, and follow for more.
This content was generated with the assistance of artificial intelligence for storytelling, narration, and visual presentation purposes. While care has been taken to provide an engaging and informative experience, some elements may be dramatized or simplified. The video is intended for entertainment and general educational use only. Viewers are encouraged to enjoy the presentation and independently verify facts, conduct their own personal research, and form their own conclusions. The creator assumes no responsibility for interpretations or actions taken based on this content. Thank you.